What is up, YouTube? Been a long time since we made a video. Been really busy at work, home, helping Jimmy's projects, my buddy's stock car, stuff at the farm. It's been chaos. So what we got today is a video I haven't seen anybody put up, really. I've done some looking. I can find some stuff on some forums, but nothing that's a video, you know, walking you through what you got to do. So what we did was we did the pin 22 ground on my Dodge. Recap, 05 Cummins, well, 05 and a half Longhorn, or Lone Star, sorry, Lone Star. Just did this because it's cooling off up here in New York, and the truck takes 45 minutes to warm up, and I'm just hitting 120 degrees, and I don't have good heat till about 140, so I want to do a high idle. So what I'm going to show you is what I did to get my high idle. Now, a quick thing is, from what I've understood and what I've read, the 6-speed Dodges, they have, in the ECM already, they have been tuned or flashed, whatever you want to say, so that you don't have to get the dealer to do that or reflash the ECM for you. The automatics, from everything I've read, says that you have to be reflashed. So all I did was ground pin 22. Now it takes a Deutsch connector. You can buy them on eBay, Amazon, a lot of diesel shops, it seems like, from what I've read. So here at work, because I'm cheap, we have a lot of ECM harnesses and just truck harnesses in general. And we save about a foot-long pigtail, and we've had wires break off right here, right next to the plug. So if you can just pop one out and throw it in, I mean, it's a lot cheaper than buying a $2,000 harness. And right there's the Deutsch tool, or Deutsch kit. So over here on the truck, what it did is really, really simple. You go right down here. You don't even need to unplug anything. Everybody on the internet says unplug, unplug, unplug. I unplug because I just wanted to double check myself, but I really don't think that there was a need for me to unplug it. I think I could have done it with it all hooked up. Zoom way in. Oh, too far. So down here, get the light in the right spot. Down here on your ECM plug, the one closest to the firewall, what you need to do is you need to count down 3 on the side closest to you, which is right here, and in 2. Now here's my lead, which I have temporarily just alligator clipped so I can test it, because I didn't know how this was going to work. And once I get done videoing this, what I'm going to do is I'm going to come up behind my CP3. There's a really nice bracket right on the block right here underneath your intake. And what my plan is just throw a 3/8 eyelet on it. Takes a 10mm socket to pull that off. So I'm going to just do that. Now, I'll show you guys what this does and why I did it. Because if you have a Smarty, and I think they said Diablo and all that, you can do it with those. It'll automatically high idle or some other thing, or you still got to ground it. I don't understand it. But with my tuner that I'm running, my Edge Evolution, what you got to do is you got to go in and do a custom tune. And I really don't care for a custom tune because I don't need to play with this. So the qualifications that I read up was your parking brake's got to be on if it's a 6-speed. Start the truck, and then hit cruise on. Okay, it came on, you can see that. Hit set, and it'll automatically come up to 1,000 RPMs. About 1,100. Then you can ramp it up just by tapping Excel, and it'll hang right at 1,500, which I don't think there's really a need for, but you can do it. So that'll make a big difference warming up. But as you can see, it's idling at right about 700, 800 RPM. We'll see when the tuner comes on. That'll tell us better. Oh, it's idling at 800. So I hit cruise on, hit set, and it's setting the truck right at about 1100 RPMs. Now, in my mind, that alone is enough to make a huge difference in warm-up time. So, oh, missed a mirror. So that was my whole reasoning behind that. But yeah, it's pin 22, the plug towards the firewall, or towards the rear of the engine on the ECM. All you're doing is counting 3 down on the left side, and it's the second pin in. There's an opening, it's right next to a black wire. There's a little red tab in there. All you do is pull it out with a pair of needle nose pliers and plug the new one in. Now, you'll feel it, you'll push it all the way in, and you'll hear a little click if it's quiet out or you're not near a noisy spot. And once it clicks, just give it a little tug backwards, and you should feel it. It shouldn't pull out very easily. So we got that on the truck now. I just got to finish wiring it. And just like that, we're wrapping up the night. Dodge is sitting in the background, purring at like 1,000 RPM right now, 1,100 RPM. Gonna try this high idle switch out, or this high idle setting, and see how we like it. So yeah, we'll put this up here as soon as I get a free minute. Get to really start pursuing and sticking with making these videos for you guys. Been doing a ton of working on stuff, and a lot of it I feel that people could benefit from watching. Just like this little project I did tonight. Once I figured out what I was doing, doesn't take a whole long time. It should take about 20-30 minutes tops, I'm guessing. Pretty quick, pretty easy. 10 out of 10 rating on this. So, was it worth it? Yeah. Do I see myself doing this on other trucks? Most likely. Oh, they're moving trailers over there. Don't mind me moving around, my horrible camera skills. So, yep, this is just a good quick little project to get your truck warmed up. It's just a PTO setting that I'm tapping into using. This is for if your truck has a PTO. So, great way to use your truck. Great way to help it warm up, keep it nice. And plus, from what I've learned, building engines, going to college, you shouldn't run a diesel at an idle anyway if you're idling it for any amount of time. It's not good. Your burn characteristics in the cylinder aren't quite right, so you get what's called glazing. Glazing your cylinders just means you're hurting your engine before its time's come. So nothing but good to say about doing this, because nothing good can come with just straight idling your truck. Alright, so this weekend we'll get some videos hauling. Got to bring the trailer home with the tractor on it. We're dropping the tractor off at a dealer to get some warranty work done. Then from there, this coming week, what we're going to be doing is hauling Jimmy's 1-ton between his house and our shop here at work. He's getting ready to do some chassis paint and paint the bottom of his cab and do some bed liner on the floors in his cab that he's been building for the last, month and a half, 2 months. So we'll get that going. Then next weekend we got to haul my 57 CJ back up to my farm for storage for the winter. That'll be a springtime project. It's got bad diodes in the alternator, and the wiring harness is shot because someone cut the fuse panel out and just cobbed it all together. So we're going to straighten that out in the spring, so that'll be a good one to look forward to. But other than that, we got tractors to be worked on, pickup trucks to be worked on, whole rash of stuff. Good stuff. So, all right, take it easy.